Hey everyone, happy Labor Day. I listened to and you say happy Labor Day. At least the people know they can get benefit for their labor, hmm? Which is true, which is so true. I'm not sure why this does not sit on public, and I have to go back and get it on public. I wanted to have it's holiday, have a quick conversation. So we start the week. We go back tomorrow. You know, and we love it. Give us a purpose to wake up every morning, have a place to go, have a difference to make, lives to change. Yes, lives to change. It gives you a reason to wake up every morning. And that's 5 o'clock. Get ready, get dressed up, and move around. You know, China, China, China. In 1976, China was struggling to feed the people. The people were dying. During the 50s and the 60s, Chinese, they ate all of their birds. They were eating, they ate their animals like the dogs. They were eating locusts, what we call grasshopper. They were eating one another. It became water dry, fish eat fish. And like most of our leaders in Liberia, Mao Zedong, who was a communist, people have to understand this new China, there was China hundreds of years before. And that China had a monarchy. And then there was a civil war that was between the patriots. I think that's what they were called, the patriots and the Communist Party. And the Communist Party were led by Mao Zedong. And they won. And Mao brought in some ideas. He came with ideas. But the ideas that he came with, he did not consider the climates, the weather, natural disaster. He did not add in, in America, in those who do education in America, there's a lot of scenario that is played when you're studying, especially if you're going to be dealing with certain criteria of students. We call it the what if scenario. What if this happened? What if that happened? What if that happened? He didn't consider that. So when he actually changed the country into a communist country, and they had this stuff called communes and community, they invested deeply into agriculture, believing that they didn't need the outside world. But that particular idea failed miserably. He tried to rebrand. Mao tried to eliminate the educated people in the society. Okay? And they used young people to go for the educator, require the intellectuals, the artists, those who came from the old with a mind open and were educated. And the opposite of Mao Zedong became Deng Xiaoping, who is called the architect of modern China, the man who laid out the China that we see today. Okay? So after their war, after their civil war, they restructured their country. They created a new constitution. They came from a monarchy to a communist party. I keep telling Liberian people, I wrote today, I have not posted it, but I'm going to read it while we are up here. What I wrote today to the Liberian people, and I will post it later. Let me see where I got it. Oh, this is Mao right here, and I'm gonna go back here. Okay, I don't want to read about Mao. Okay, this is what I wrote today. The Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC, argued that during its 6 years of leadership, it inherited the existing salary structure from the previous administration, which were created under the Unity Party leadership. Now, as the Unity Party has returned to power with promises of rescuing the nation, it seems that only government officials are benefiting. Meanwhile, they excuse their action by saying that the CDC follow the same salary structure. This is the back and forth argument that we're going through. A critical question arises: if President Bouaka and his team were part of decisions making during the Unity Party 12 years empowered, how do then how do they now plan to rescue the nation? Bouaka served as vice president for 12 years and had held government roles for over 40 years, including overseeing financial decisions. During that time, over 90% of national budget was spent on recurring expenses, while 3.5 million of the 5.3 million citizens continue to live in abject poverty, and over 300,000 young Liberians struggling with drug addiction due to depression, hardship. Their campaign slogan was Rescue Team, but what was the real plan? And what and who do they intend to rescue? Those are my questions. This is a call to all citizens to awaken to their democratic duty. Leadership requires more than just promises. It demands action, humility, and genuine commitment to empowering the nation. Even citizens have a role to play in holding leaders accountable and ensuring that real change happens. The future of the country depends the on the Unity Party, on the unity and active participation of all in the democratic process. We all Liberians have the responsibility. I'm listening today, I listen to different show to get different perspective and draw my own conclusion from there. And I'm listening. And I hear people call. You all need to just wait. Like you or me, telling people to wait. How many lives are we telling to wait? How many women died this week at the referral government hospital, JFK, 14 military hospital that's supposed to be government hospital? Women are left to die there because their children are breached and they can deliver on their own. But no, you're telling them they should wait. So the day people that died today too should wait. While your government official party as the nation burns. Yesterday, the very people, the Patriot Hander, the Mo Ali, Okay, my own little brother, what's his name? Josiah Joker, Norman Yonton. At this time, all of us have been to two protests in the America and in Liberia. How has things changed and yet remain the same? So, like I was saying with Mao and Deng Xiaoping, Mao pretended to Chinese that he was not in contact with the outside world. As the people were struggling, he was taking the material and selling it to other world for he and his family. And when the people were getting tired with him, he decided he would use illiteracy. He would use the young people to go for the intellectuals. They started eliminating the intellectuals. These are reading the document so you can go do your research and find that out. Eventually, the Great Leap Forward failed miserably. Just as the UP led whatever Vision 2020, 2025, 2020, whatever flunk the Liberian people because they were never able to take the people from poverty. Every nation that arise up from war and change and make headways, the leadership had a vision, and it was there were visual to it besides the plan, not just in the leader head, but there was a roadmap to it. There was a plan, a schematics, a blueprint to follow. The technical people like electronics and how you call it, the core schematics. The engineers and the architects require blueprints. Okay, even in education, we require blueprints. Where do we go from here? What quality of education we want to? On the other hand, Dean Champi came to power and he said we cannot isolate ourselves from the world. We have a huge population to our advantage. What we would do, we would invest heavily into education, especially in specialization. A nation's um, life expense, life expected, whatever expectancy depends on the quality of life. Most educated nations that are specialized, that are able to produce better community, better infrastructure, okay? It creates a better living environment. It creates a better life span, all right? But we are not doing that. What is our niche as Liberian? What is our competitive advantage? We have land. We have arable land. We have good bit of rainfall. We have some of the, if not, we are so far the only African nation that still own 100% of our land as Black people. We have sand that you can take into glass. We have Black sand that have this full of minerals. We have a mountain between Guinea and Yekepa that have oil. Okay. We have diamonds. We have gold. We have samsonite. We have onyx. We have timber. We have ebony, rubber, fish that is untouched, that is being stolen by the Japanese because we refuse to invest into marine life or different biodiversity because we are too lazy. The leaderships have always been lazy. They show their hand, they want to run around in their suits, go around the world, collect money, begging on behalf of our people, saying we are poor and just for they and their children. A few years ago, I told Emery Nicole, Liberians need to treat Liberian leaders and their children like Singapore did it. You steal, you and your children get punished. You go to jail after you be investigated. You go to jail, okay? When you come from jail, your two generation of your family will not be allowed to ever work in public service, okay? Until you pay your dues. Emerson, yeah, it's not a good thing. Hey, Sister Lu, how are you, Mama? Long time. No, ma, I need to host you though because you were in that place. We need to have a talk. I know the last time you were out, people were insulting you. Today, everything you said is happening today. And Sister Lu, we cannot shy away, ma. We cannot shy away. If not, our nation will perish. You and I are here. Our children are here because people like Dr. Martin Luther King did not give in, even in death. His children, his wife did not give in. We are here today because somebody like what you call it, what the guy name, Randolph, okay, who started the Brotherhood of the Sleeping Car, never gave in. We're here today because a white man like Abraham Lincoln put his life on the line to say all men are created equal. Black people should be emancipated. Okay, we're here today because people sacrifice. It's because people like Sojourner Truth, they never gave in. It's because people like Rosa Parks, they stood up. It's because people like Andrew Young, the first black ambassador to the United Nations, the US, never gave in. We're here today because people like Dr. Warner, who came from a grandchild of a slave to going to jail for standing up for black people right, even as a bishop, and still speaking up. That's why we are here, sis. So we can't give in. We cannot give in. We have to stand. Some days I just want to lay down and sleep. But you know what? We must continue to speak up. Hey, Darlington, all right? Everything that we said yesterday was wrong. And that's what I'm saying. Okay? These people, get out. I said today, Darlington, you right here. I came here when Papa Boaka won. I congratulated him, regardless of everything else that was said. Okay? The Liberian people have made a decision. But my Papa, I hope you came with a plan. Okay, there is no way in hell that people are making money in 2024. Okay, that we as Liberian citizens, who taxes, who natural resources is paying them, that the people don't know we gotta go fishing for their money. In the United States, let me put your poll on there. You will see the salary of every commission in America. Okay, level one, the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State is the man who, and this commission in Liberia, we get them budgetary support. Okay, they bring in nothing, not even enough money. They don't add no money to the budget in the country. People have to give them support. This commission in Liberia, in America, they have to generate. This is the American government has a 6 point some more $1 trillion budget, and we don't pay our commission that much. Okay, the highest that the people make, okay, I think it's $246,000, and the responsibilities is he each of those people, each county, I mean, and state. All right, look at Georgia. Georgia has 10 million people. It has a budget of $40 billion. All right, for the Georgia Department of Planning, the engineering, the department that my husband is in the head of. They have billions of dollar budget. Okay, and he don't make $18,000 a month. Then our constitution states you got some of these people, they're minister. They're getting paid as ministers. Some of them are getting paid as board members. You are not supposed to be double dipping. That's why we call it double. It's illegal. Okay. And then you also have our lawmakers. I know this because it happened to me. 2007, we thought it would have been the Reconstruction phase of Liberia. We left from America. We took money on our properties from our 401k, from our retirement. I know one Liberian lady who was working for Price Waterhouse Cooper. She took all of her retirement. We went to Liberia. We registered the first all Liberian engineering firms. These were all experts in their field. My husband had been an engineer for 32 years. Worked non-stop. 32 years in structure. I worked for the state of New York, the state of Minnesota, and the state of Georgia. Never, even when the economy was to the floor, never been laid off, never had a day off unless we wanted to take a day off. Hey, Adama. Hey, Cephas. Okay? And we went to that place. We carry computer engineers. We carry structure engineer. We carry architect. In fact, one of us stay in Liberia, financial management, from finance to accounting to business manager, human resources. We had the whole team. We went to Liberia. In fact, we were in Liberia our second time around when Kennedy were open, when most of the doors were not in, and we stayed there. Both of Chimba were in the Congress. After we have registered and the registration business, money was changing here. Now, after we were registered, they came to us. Almost every lawmaker wanted a share in that business. That is a conflict of interest. And my husband working here for the state, he said, yeah, that's what people went to war in this country for. We can't do that. I can't do that to the Liberian people in good countries. And the essence of us going back were not to get a government job. It's to build an infrastructure where these men who came with the expertise to get back to Liberia, train Liberia, that's the same now goal. When you educate or you empower the citizens will build their country. When I hear Liberian people use the word John F. Kennedy, they say, it's not what you can do, the country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. But Confucius said in his philosophy, okay, this is the father and the son relationship. This is also the king and his people relationship. Okay. Yes, you can come on. I can send you the link. Okay. This relationship, meaning the parents must invest in the child. The parents must train the child and empower the child. So when the child is in the position to give back, that child will not hesitate. So you don't have a look at what happened in District 2 and District. Let me send you the link. I will put it right here. Anybody who wants to come on, you can come on. Okay. So you don't have to go far. So I'm going to put a link right here where the comments are. Would you let me? Okay, here it is. So you can click on the link and come on if you want to. All right. You can click on the link when you want to. I just posted it right down there. You click on it, will bring you up. Okay. So this is it. So I'm going to go back to the Mao Zedong and then to the Deng Xiaoping story. So Mao decided he will use the young people, just the people are doing in Liberia, to say, and he came out with the Little Red Book. Okay, they start eliminating educated people because then he can control the rest of the new population who did not know where China came from a royal lifeline to the patriots and the communists, how the people have suffered. All right. But then when Mao, all of that, the people were still standing up. Okay. Some people gave him. They didn't want to fight anymore. But when Mao finally died, and Deng Xiaoping came in, he came out with 4 pillars. They call it architect. Okay.
that he came up with. One agriculture. He said instead of hiding to sell everything undercover, just like the people running place to place. Let me come back and tell you this though. You can run up and down. Oh, thank you, Arthur. You can run up and down. I actually teach history. I teach Southwest Asia, Southeastern Asia, or just Asia history, African history, American history, and for different, how you call it, world history for that matter. I do. From K1 through 8. Okay. But the war history to K12. So I do. All right. I just can't like chronicle everything in but I can highlight them. Okay. So Deng Xiaoping decided he would bring those 4 pillars. Okay. Or they call it architect of modern of China. All right. Agriculture, defense, technology. Instead of isolating China, he decided if we do that, we will stay behind the world. So they started looking at other people, innovation or inventions. Technology was a big part. He decided that the education would be paramount, would be primary, and then education would be fierce and competitive because he wanted people to specialize. Most of your Chinese leaders, they are not just, don't look at them like that. Their leaders are the best among the best. They are the very best. If you see them on the table negotiating, those are the cream de la cream of China. All right? That's them. Their education is, based on how competitive you are, is how higher you go, or how they put you in a position. If you're going to go and be a bureaucrat, you are good enough for you. If they're going to go put you to go be a teacher, that way they notice you're good at and will train you to go that way. Okay? If you're going to be a mechanic, that's where you're going to be. But they're categories. All right? So it's based on meritocracy. Bring workers, wishy-washy folks who have no values. Who yesterday they say hello. What I said for Papa Bwaka yesterday, I stand by him. Love him, respect him, know him, have sat on the same table with him, have eaten with him like a father to my late brother, who were very close together, but still spoke my truth. Just as in 2017, I told the people when my family people call, my cousin was running as VP to Charles Bronski. People keep asking me, yeah, your family running, you go. Now my family, I didn't know him. I spent all my adult life here. I was born in Yekepa. I was raised in Monrovia. And that was a powerful and a rich man. All right? What we have in Nimakante is land. All right? So for me, nobody could explain to me where he got his money from. I'm not questioning his money. But I needed to know. And nobody was strictly explained to me. Look, when I was growing up in my little town, when we would go spend time, Grandpa used to say, a good name is better than any wealth. Most of you didn't know. My great uncle was the first senator of Nima County when it became a county, not a Providence. Johnny Voka, I'm Johnny Voka, great needs. My grandfather was the first justice of the peace of Nima County, Secretary Ma Chiefdom. He was the chief, a son of my mother wore lion teeth on her neck and wore ring around, or what they call it, ring or whatever it is, around her leg. She was to lapa that you turn. You know, when I hear people say, because a lot of Liberian people don't know culture, the other one that Nigerian people culture, we all from the same place, from the same kingdom. That's how my grandmother got dressed. She wore the country cloth, one layer down, one layer up, and put and tie the stuff around here and wore the koi kangbe. Those are beads, lot of beads. The koi kangbe in mano kangbe. Grandma would that, and next of all, okay, grandma would paint her face. They would braid her hair. The people used to have their own makeup. They had this stuff where they used to go. There's a tree when they will pour fire under the tree and it will boil. When it boiled, they abstract from in the tree. They will put it in the store. They call it poma in the horn, in the little horn. Then they will put some sort of black stuff in it. When they mix it, it becomes makeup that they put on their brows. And grandma will braid her hair because she had thick black hair, but they will go to and take the palm leaf, right? And they will take the fiber from in it. They will dye it. That's just a tree that the fruit they take out and they use it for a dye. And they will put it in between their head and they'll make the hair puffy to come all the way to the back, however they design it, but it would be beautiful. I mean, she had a beautiful hair to begin with, but it was just a design. And you will see the eye that the people can say French braid because they braid it inside out. And grandma will come, they made the chair out of mud and they sat on those mud, almost like a tune, okay? And they would sit on there. And the children will go. We used to dance in there and do, can't get the idea, okay? Can't get the idea. It's like a competition, all right? But and I'm very off a little bit when I hear people on Facebook and say Liberians are trying to be Nigerian. Okay, most of what I see, maybe except for some of the hair ties. Okay, that's my culture. You can come on though. I send you the link, so if you want to come on, you can come on there. All right. So I'm gonna come back again to Deng Xiaoping. Deng Xiaoping lay out. This is the second man after China war. Because after China war, it was Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong failed miserably. Okay? I took your mom back. You were in my town. I saw you. I didn't know you were there or not, but I know your name was on the list at Robert wedding. So I'm not sure you were in my town. So yeah, my sister is confirming. I took her back. So I know that when I dressed like this weekend, I went to Robert wedding briefly. I was babysitting my grandchildren, so I couldn't stay. I had to leave. And who is this? And that's me. Anything I can wear my lapa and walk in like I own the place. And I love it, especially the older, because when I was younger, my waist was too small. 3 years ago, I was a size 0 and 2. I'm loving my new weight. When people say, yeah, you can put on weight, yes. So I'm able to wear lapa. Look at my grandma. Look like my mama. I love it. All right. Because back home, people used to associate wearing lapa with illiteracy or ignorant. And one thing people don't understand, my mother and my grandmother never went to a medical school, but they will challenge any doctor when it comes to delivery. No woman ever died in my mother's hand during delivery. No woman. And she delivered hundreds of babies. My mother would take care of a woman. If that baby, you reach the 2nd month and the baby is breech, she will go in there. It will be not one day, little by little, turn the baby around, eventually get the baby to turn around. And if the woman delivers and she's bleeding so much, that they will have everything. She will have this, the quite. She will start making something cooking for that pregnant woman before delivery. And it will bring this stuff and put it in, go to the water, start put it in where the water can come from to keep it cold. All right. And it's slippery, the leaf that it bring together, just in case there's an emergency, to make sure that woman do not bleed to death. All right. And I don't know what is happening to that now. But let me go on with the Deng Xiaoping. Deng Xiaoping lay out. Although Mao King, all the things that Mao King, Deng Xiaoping, mother, father, he didn't say, Mao did this, so I'm going to do the same thing. Mao cut off the educated people, I will have them killed too. Oh, Mao came and he took everything for himself, and he told all the Chinese people learn from there, and he put them on the farm to go work. He didn't say that. He devised a new idea. that brought China to where China is today, where you're going borrow. Just 1976. Just 1976. China was just getting on its feet. Just in 1976. Y'all was stealing. 15 families in our country was stealing everything. They were taking their money to Switzerland to put it in the bank. While the road will be cut off around this time. But we still pointing and say, hey, it happened yesterday. Are you okay with it? Are you okay because it happened yesterday? When does it become a problem for you? Then the young people, and when I hear people getting mad, you don't get mad. You don't get mad. That's what they are doing. Exactly what Mao Zedong did. That's what they're doing. There's no new tactics that is going on. May have been that way from the beginning of time. That's what they are doing. You know what they're doing? They give you $. Let me tell you something. There's a book. That's a book. I have to find a book name. During the occupation of Japan in South Korea or in Korea, because it was after the war that it became South and North Korea because it was divided. All right. They will hold food for the Korean people. They will keep them hungry. When a man is hungry, his children are hungry, and you say, "Bite like a dog, so I can get you food to feed your children," they will do until the American people come and liberated them. So then let me give you another background. Liberian leaders, you're running from America and going to South Korea. America built South Korea. America built Japan after World War II. Y'all go find out. Okay? The Marshall Plan. Bill asked me, Pape Boaka, and your bunch of airhead behind y'all come ask me again. When you go into a country, you see, when the business people or the people that you're talking to, the multinational businesses in the world have some of the most resources in the world. When you're talking multi-billion-dollar organization, they can afford to give you a 3D view of your own country. They will have from the inception, the day your country was founded, all these escapades, every history and interception and intervention, okay? They will have detail of it. They must understand your political environment, because your political environment decides your business environment, okay? They will know that. They will know how you do business. They will know you have ethical standard. They will understand that if you're low context society or high context society, they will know that you're corrupt. A few of you will take few dollars and will betray your nation. They will know that. So when you're going to those countries, you also have to study who those nation allies are. America helped build South Korea. America helped defend South Korea. Japan rebuilt it. Borrowed them money to build their country. The very America where I heard that woman standing speaking Siri after American people, taxpayer, not educate her, talking tapata nonsense, not speaking Basa or Mano or Gio, and then people say, oh, and she's from Kokoya, Nimakante. And so what? And so what? Have you people not noticed? I love Nimakante. I would not ask to be born in any other country in Liberia if I was to be born in Liberia again. But Nima Kante may love my people. But you know what? I love my country the most. I think, okay? So from my feelings, which is my emotion, from my logical standing, I think, okay? I think if we see Liberia, all of us as Liberian first, we can change Liberia. Where everyone, that you don't have to be afraid to say I'm from Grand Judea. You don't have to be afraid to say I'm from Lofa County. You don't have to be afraid to say I'm from Bon County. The first thing you will say is I'm a Liberian. And we got job based on deliverable meritocracy. All right. Not because of the spoil system. People got on Facebook insulting people just because they wanted to go get job. The bunch of liars. You in the country, you making $200,000 a year. You will be a multi-freaking millionaire. I said you just wasteful. I said you just wasteful. Me and my husband work. And I don't believe we're making that kind of money between the both of us. Maybe close. But we still have a little bit to go around after we pay our bills to help other people. But y'all lie. Y'all will pack up. How in hell do you leave a nation that has less than 4% unemployment? Okay? We're looking for teachers. Okay? From how you call it, if you have a master's degree, starting 65, 70,000, depending on what you're teaching, especially if you're teaching sciences. You to get them. But you will pack up and leave 200,000 job and go lay down in heat. Bro, where people running the street, take food from other people's mouths. You don't have any expertise. You are not an expert in your field. You were just a floor member. Yes, sir. Just like me. Okay? You barely just graduated from school. But the lies that we tell ourselves, that's the problem. So the point I'm trying to make is, hey, Deng came to change China. In fact, to the point that he said to the Chinese people, let me give you the quote. Because I did a shadow write up today. Let me give you the quote. Okay. Where Deng jumping to Mao. All right. You give me one second. Okay. This is where Deng said to Mao. Because Mao has said in his quotation when he was talking to the Chinese people, he'd rather be a communist and be poor than be in a capitalist country and be rich. And what is it? What did I do? Yeah. But Deng came back and said, being a communist does not mean being poor. All right. So let me say, I wrote this earlier. This is it right here. After Mao's death in 1976, Deng took control of China and pursued more modern policies. He acknowledged that the previous mistake had harmed China's economy. He acknowledged that. He didn't leave that. Under Deng leadership, China began shifting from strict command economy toward a mixed economy. His full modernization program aimed to improve agriculture industries. Okay, agriculture, industry, science, and defense. Those were his four things. Okay, one of his first reform was animal cultural communes, allowing farmers to work on individual family plots. This led to rapid growth in green production. Then also shifted focus from heavy industry to smaller factories producing high-quality consumer goods and allowing urban residents to start small businesses. He believed that China's isolation was holding back progress, so he promoted international trade to bring in new ideas and technologies. He also invested in modernizing the military, ensuring soldiers receive updated training and equipment. Then rejected the Cultural Revolution, which was from Mao Zedong, okay? A cultural revolution that it was better to be poor under socialism than rich under capitalism. You hear that? He even contradicted Mao Zedong. All right? But y'all say y'all came to rescue. When people turn around, CDC did it. CDC took it from y'all. You guys were the reconstruction leadership that Liberian people voted for. You people were. United Party was the organization, the political party that was supposed to give Liberia a new direction, a new hope, a more unified, new culture of Liberia. The United Party was supposed to be the one that set the tune to take Liberia out of the divisiveness, the tribalism, the down looking at people, Native Congo, that people have to change their name before they could go to school, although it was changing. I hear some people say the other person was a good president. How you go when you were molesting little children? Telling children the age of consent is 12-year-old. Why a 12-year-old no? I got 17-year-old who still want to come lay down in the bed with me. And I love it. All day you're talking about Liberian women there. You see Liberian women there all on Facebook, most of them cussing each other. We're traumatized. We are traumatized. If we're not being flogged, we're being molested, we're being touched. In some of the places, you see grown men passing around and see a little child and see that one of my own. The moment not coming, I have a 10-year-old granddaughter. I dare somebody touch you. They won't grab you by your little nuts. Boku, boku, they want my wife. That's abuse. That's what cost me. You know, the man of people say, leader. The things that you don't understand is older than you. You don't want to understand. I didn't hear that some of the men now calling and say, the thing you said, why did you say what you said? You were costing me and carry on. At least you say you were costing me because you were costing your girlfriend and your man and your sister and me, and I had like to take it because you don't know me. Yeah. Culture are man-made. They see men that make it. If you feel that it hurts, if the people that you're doing it to telling you, it hurt me, you're supposed to make an adjustment. You're in a country where I saw Patrick Hanna, look, 2019, were complaining about the money that CDC were paying. I see that other where that body now other liar that was with CDC who left and went to Sierra Leone and come by and start defending nonsense again. Just like he was defending nonsense where we are until we asking for him, he went away. They don't change. And I said, young people, you're in Liberia, they gave you $5. You think people take you seriously? And especially in the age of technology, the age of Facebook, where everything you write, we can see it. Then you know tomorrow, you can't talk about somebody corrupt. You're little children, you're corrupt. You're too damn greedy for today. Liberian children. The moment you see a Liberian child, oh man, empower me. You say, okay, come work for me, report for me. The first thing they will tell you, they didn't get phone. You buy their phone, they want iPhone. The next minute, they're cutting job for somebody else. You calling them, they can't answer. They got story to tell you. You got people working, washing clothes, cleaning house, cutting grass for $50 a month. I gave you $50 for a month for making 2 posts, but you won't work. You rather beg. We have conditioned to be beggars. We are conditioned our own nation to be beggars because monkey see, monkey do. Listen, our children may pick up some of what you tell them, but they will do what they see you do. Fathers will not carry the paycheck home. When their children come to them for school fee, they send them to their mom. You're flocking their mom in front of them, but you're laughing with a girlfriend or sir. The nuclear of the society is broken. The nuclear of the society is the parents. When the children just people on the small get them, then they go home to go abuse their man then because you go there, then they think you're brave. You're brave with no morality. Grown men will pack and take back rest and go to somebody child, baby, 14, 15-year-old, and say they can't visit. Some of you got low your linebacker who playing defense for the Texas Ranger. I don't know that the football team and that Texas Ranger. You help me here. Yeah, you help me here because I'm really pissed off tonight. Okay, so you're coming here and making excuses. Patriot Honda, we told the Liberian people, don't bring those people back. They're wearing good. Patriot Honda, when he was minister, Patriot Honda will take people lesson and set on there will not get their lesson because you are not UPN. Patriot Honda was getting married. He brought Liberian young children, paid them $1,000. I told you on this platform, all of y'all know it was out there. To naked themselves, growing about $1,000. Snow were there. How you have bunch of people. Lawmakers are supposed to be moral people. Lawmakers are supposed to be example for your society. Lawmakers are supposed to be the people, elder, house of elders, meaning wise people, not just because they're old, but because they're wise. They're supposed to be philosophers. They're supposed to be people who help to shape the nation and serve as the conduit between the people and their chief executive and seek the interests of the people. Yeah, Texas Cowboy, can you tell me I'm not, you know that I know football. Yeah? You go bring the molester back. The very people in 2017 say they were sleeping with your sons. They took it. Israel Akasaya were making almost $20,000 under the UP-led government. Angelique Weeks were making $20,000 at LRA, whatever it's called, or LTRC, whatever it's called. The same one we're talking about. The how much she were making. They were paying extra, they were getting extra $10,000 a month in a country coming for war. I thought that's why we elected CDC. Then CDC failed. Then they brought Bwaka back. Pape Bwaka, man. Pape, me, I won't be wrong. I won't come to you and apologize, Pape Bwaka. My Pape, I won't apologize to you. I want to be wrong. Make me wrong. Do what is right by the Liberian people. Let me be wrong. Let me come to your foot and lay down before, honor your foot and say, Pape, everything I said about you, I was wrong. LTA, Pape Bwaka, that was asking. I said this to we are. Make me wrong. What I say about you during the campaign, let me be wrong. Prove me right. It hurt me to be right. It hurt me to be right. Because when I'm right, it means what people suffer. When I'm right, it means my country become a shameful country. When I'm right, it means we are beggar to other people. When I'm right, it says to us that we are not intelligent enough to compete with, that we have to give birth to. We have to give birth to Ghana. We have to give birth to Kenya. We have to give birth to Nigeria. We have to give birth to South Africa. The Amanda Awetu were doing the apartheid. We Liberian people talking. Miriam Makeba. We're talking. Miriam Masala. We're talking. Americans, the Latoya Jackson of the world. We took those people in. How in hell? What is your pride and dignity as leaders? What is the plan? How Liberian people, how somebody tell you they ain't got nothing. They say I've been begging to eat, but they can't marry your daughter. And you are millionaire. And the person telling you I want to marry your daughter, but I ain't get a job. I live on loan. I was given opportunity. I won the lottery before, but I squandered it. But you ask them, everybody deserves a second chance. What you going to do different this time? You say you got normally kanga. Let me say all opojo from bed to bed. At least I learned very quickly as a young woman that I need to learn how to work and hold my dignity. Now me the one who talking it, and I'm the one who talk for women. So I say it all opojo. Okay, I'm saying it. All right, running from place to place. When you talk, she put glasses on, she put her hair, but even talking serious and laugh. I don't believe her. In the real competitive world, she will never be able to do that. Yeah, lying to our people. Running, this is about relationship. What you relationship, man? What you relationship? Deception. What's your relationship? Look at the Bassa Community College. It broke down. The bridge broke down. I see the student there picking it down. But I believe her. I believe Sekou Konen there. I believe Alexander Cummings there. Who will beg to support her? because she would have been right here going to nursing home to work just like the rest of us. Yeah, lying, trying to sell the country, direct the loan and all that. But you know what? I'm not going to steal much of my brother. The man who will wake me up 2 o'clock to call. The man who will be on podcast, see me and was yelling my name. He says that we got to start that. Yeah, you're here. We have a responsibility, Liberian people, to hold these people accountable. We do. All right? They're using our people. I just chronicle what happened in China. All right? Mao Zedong tried to get rid of all the educated people, the intellectuals, those who stood their ground, because now all intellectuals were fighting back. So I just want you to know. All right? I just want you to know. Now all intellectuals were joining back. Some of them were there making sure that they killed the rest of the people because they were in position. Okay? So I see you were all over here yelling. When our woman showed up and was speaking tabata about America, America gave millions of dollars to our people. Okay? Millions of dollars to our people. They take it, they divide it among themselves. Why are Liberian girls, Liberian women, Liberian mothers, Liberian wives dying in a hospital? Why are they dying in the hospital? Why are they dying in the hospital when, okay, we have money coming into the country from other countries? Okay, the United Nations women giving money for our people. You know, last year, one of my children, cousin, young little girl, I think she was 22, 23-year-old, went to JFK pregnant, a baby in her stomach. They were supposed to do operation. I don't remember how much, or 125, 150 or something. The man didn't have money. Her father was dead. And I got a call. The boy called me like Thursday morning and called Dr. Richardson. Dr. Richardson and I will put the money together and send it. When the boy went to take the money, they told the boy they don't operate on the weekend. So then my question was, so if you're sick in Liberia on the weekend, you lay there and die, or you tell the sickness to wait until Monday. Monday morning, by the time they operated on her, it was late. She died. I think our day body said they said they operated on. Then they told the family to come take their body. No question. That means the one who talking, no question. If the family don't come take their body, they were gonna the 250. So imagine the people could not come up with 150 or 175. How much ever it was, I don't remember, but I told the story here. But you calling them to come pay 250 for their body that you now watch die. If not, you will burn the body or you will donate the body. So the labor started crying all over again. You know, Liberian people, we didn't say take the body. Here they were. The girl body. So they end up paying almost $400 for the work they didn't do. While they watch, the people are heartless. If a person die in your care, in your hospital in America, okay, in any world where human lives matter, you will be on an investigation. That person who care when in that doctor will not work until the investigation is done. Every life, especially a young person, but the people, they have no heart. Bunch of them are killers and liars. Okay, bunch of them are. You have Wilhelmina Jala at that hospital stealing. That's the one who says so. The head of the ministry got her own pharmacy. That's a conflict of interest. You know what? American doctors don't sell medication. You know what? American doctors don't own pharmacy. They're not allowed to. It's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest. I will advise every Liberian who means well for Liberia, write your State Department, write all of their names down. Let them be on the alert that they're stealing how much money they're making. I'm going to post here how much money American commissions make. Okay, the Secretary of State of America make less than $250,000 in a $6 trillion government budget. $6 trillion. Okay, and that person is ahead of the elections, the third office, registration, and many other things. You got state with 50 million people, but you got 5 million people. Your place not even functional. LTA, how much money they bring into the country? What impact are they making? How many jobs are they created? Can you imagine, folks? Just share the video, I beg you. I come and go to bed. It's 11:20. I didn't know it was this late. Okay, so Patrick Hunter were complaining yesterday that they were paying people 15,000 and it was unfair. It was illegal. They were giving people cars. He didn't think it was. Let me see it. I will show you. I will put it here. Let me come put it here in my. Let me put it here so I can show it to you. Yeah. Patrick Hunter. DeLong, when you were running, the country budget, the country economy were in the toilets, and no longer in the toilet for DeLong. No longer in the toilet. Okay, no longer in the toilet. How do we live like that? How in heaven do you beg to steal from your people? Begging, it's like a mother who goes out begging in the name of her children, but to just take that money to go shopping while her children hunger, while her children die slowly. Liberians are just falling left and right. I'm not saying we're not dying in America, but America will try its very best. If I get insurance, I can go to the hospital, will still treat me, I'll pay later, but not pay later. If I get money for my children to go to school, they will get them loan, they will get as best education possible, and they can pay later. So, like I was saying earlier, when I hear the people say, and John F. Kennedy say, it's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. But you must remember, you first America invest in its young. Education is free. My daughter can decide she wants the school lunch, or she can take her own lunch, or she can buy her lunch. She can decide she will have breakfast at school and she will have breakfast at home. Especially after the corona, it's free. Her school textbook is free. It's also free. It's online in her classroom, and she got an actual hard copy in the classroom. Her laptop is free. It's given to her in school at the end of the year. So long she stays in the school, she wants to keep it. She keeps it. She signs it out in her name, and she returns it. If she don't want to keep it, she leaves it there. When it's updated, she get a new one. They replace the other one. When the software are updated, they'll all get a software update. They have tech support 24/7 that can work on their work. So they are given and empowered to maturity, to grow and develop, and then in return, they will volunteer their time. Why you see Americans go to war when they say go and die for their country? Why? You want Liberians to die for you, but you invest nothing in them. They suffer, most of them suffer from the day they're born. Can you imagine in 2024, the people living in Liberia who have never seen car, who have never seen running water, never seen a faucet, have never seen a microwave, have never seen a refrigerator? Can you imagine? But you got people who from working for government, they can put their children on the plane for vacation anywhere in the world, and they come home. They got hospital, they get home. From working for government, they have invented absolutely nothing. Today, Majority, 99.99% of Americans, billionaires, are innovators, are people who add to the economy. Yes, my dear brother. Yes, yeah, yes. American Embassy is reporting 50% of the people they give visa to come to America, they don't go back. Then I hear that other Bowie can't stay on Pope because they don't then pay or to can't stand and can't support the people need. America made me. And I'm grateful. I am a proud Liberian, but I'm a grateful American. I am who I am today because America provided the opportunities for me to be who I am. And my children can decide to be anything they want. That's their choice. They were born in the greatest country on earth. I say so. They won't be doctors. They won't be lawyers. They won't be engineer. They won't be astronaut. They won't be marine biologists. They won't be neurosurgeon. That is their call. Whatever they want, so long they're willing to put in the time, the work, and be competitive and be the best that they can be. It's right before them. Yeah, my baby. My baby. She not graduating till next May. My table is full with college invites. Sis Victoria, you're very welcome. You hear? I watched like when we came to this country, we used to look for graduation party because we ourselves were struggling to make it. No man, no papa get me. Working 2-3 jobs, struggling to go to school part-time. I remember one day the woman came to me and said to me, "Oh, you own a school, you just going when you will graduate." I just look out for long. I said, "Oh ma, stop paying my school fees. I have my family in Ivory Coast. I have my family in Ghana. I have my family in Guinea, in Senegal to help. I'm working 2 jobs, some weekends to make it and going to school part-time. I never give up. Never give up. Yeah. I'm forever grateful. Your ideas on Liberian right stupidity. America need to give all of our visa. Just stay in your freaking country and continue to elect rogues, child molesters, liar, bunch of bar who pretending not to be and still your sons and your daughters them at the same time. You had what do you call it? What we got position? Minister of State. Where they knock us? Where they knock us? We're caught having 3 sons with a little girl, among grown women. Those people are in that place. They're a nasty bunch of women, nasty bunch of men, nasty, nasty, nasty. Now, where they need the money to entice your boys, to entice your wives. Then you have a president, who will go sleep with other people's wives to prove his point. My brother Doe used to do the same thing. When put the minister was more out, the man had to leave the country to go sleep with his wife. How you're dirty so? How you're dirty in your country? Now the people then who want to talk about gay people. Eh? Now you're the one want to talk. Majority of your husband in the bisexual, especially when they were in government. Most of them now sell a soul, the men who for everything. Then you'll sit and you'll be acting because they one day in the street. That's not something that I'm interested in. I'm just saying. I didn't see nobody talking. When the UP people went 2016 and that man came back, the man even went to court. The man went to the newspaper and said, the man tried to sleep with me. And I said, no. He said he would give me promotion. Here, I so and so. That man went to Mahjong, I don't know what her name, Kamara, whatever. They refused. They fired that man. We shall your talk. We shall your talk. Which of y'all talk? Then I see you. Everybody, your culture wrong. Our men, then we can go to poor society. It's wrong. It's primitive. But all of y'all going down Maseni. Everything that y'all rebel against and say America was cool, America was this, all the society, we are children and living come here to come join sorority. Our own wrong, but the white men own right. What's wrong with y'all? You know, when you don't find your own identity, you don't build yourself to have high self-esteem. Everything, everybody else that look attractive. That's the problem Liberia have. You see, China, 1976 was struggling. China, 1976 had nothing. China, 1969 was a hungry country. Today, you're going back them. But you know what they did? You know what Deng Xiaoping did? He rolled out his sleeves. He put in the time, sweat, and blood and told Chinese people, you won't be leader of the world. You must earn it. We will invest in our children. Why you think America is on its feet? Because the competition not easy. China have the population, the largest population. They have the population, and they are investing in the people. Right now, when it comes to technology, China just got into technology yesterday. Even South Korea that has what you call the Samsung. You know what platform Samsung is based on? What built on? A Canadian company, which it will be an American company. BlackBerry, they lay out the platform that BlackBerry was using. That is Samsung copy. You know what they did? They say it will take another 100 years to do research and come up with something like that. We'll steal the patent, they will sue us, we'll pay, but we'll keep it and build upon it. That's exactly what they did. Because they were not going to reinvent the wheel. The wheel was already there. You got AI taking over the world. China got universal soldiers. How in heaven you're continuing to? I see Fatiga sending people to go cause the Kabula. Fatiga was on Facebook calling Mr. Cummings name. He called me a bitch and more. Me, although he apologized later, but he called me that. He wrote it on Facebook. I got a screenshot. That the people who get muffed to talk. When Baka was sending people to cuss Mr. Cummings and cuss other people. Hey, old men don't ascend to the presidency because people's lives are attached to it. They will call him name. The only thing we can do is we can threaten him. I will not curse him. I will say what he is. But let me say again, Happy Baka, me, Yasin Martin, would like very much to apologize to you. That means you must do the right thing. Prove me wrong, and I will come to your feet and apologize to you. Until then, this is where we are. Folks, we go back to where we are tomorrow. Tomorrow at work. So we'll go to work tomorrow. Okay? So, the pay grade in Liberia, that UP people put it up, that the pay grade they created after the war, because the international community were bringing money to rebuild the country. They were supposed to be the reconstruction party. They stole it. Liberia is the only country I know that all the people going in government become millionaires. But let me put out here, I'm going to put this link. When you all have time, you put it. When you put the link, go through there and see. When you press on it, it will tell you how much the commissions in Liberia make, in America make. Okay, I'm gonna put it right under here so you can see it. Just press on that link and go. It will tell you the different grade. Okay, so I want you to go see it. It's an open secret. All right, so you can know it's right there. I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna pin it. All right, I'm going to put it right here and I'm going to pin it. These people, we don't have to, in 20, in 20, in 20, in 2024, why are we going to go ask for people and people investigating to find out what people pay grade? They're working for government. Why would we go find out where their pay grade is? Why? That's it right there. Why are we going to find out where their pay grade is? Why? It's supposed to be a site and be right there where everybody can see it. It's supposed to be posted. Each pay grade is supposed to be posted. It should not be something that we're going to go fish for. Especially you're working for government. It's not a private company. You are working for government. All the position need to be labor, and there need to be a site that Liberian can go to find out where those job pays. Then you look at you paying minister even $5,000 in the 5 million people. 3.5 million of them live below the poverty line in abject poverty. Okay, that's a problem. 300,000 Liberians are on drugs and counting, but you paying certain people. What job they're doing? What their contribution to the society? How are they expending the country? The job detail, give us the TOR of these people so we can have an inkling. Is the paycheck justifiable? I earn my salary, everything that I do. Okay, here it is right here. Let me pull it. I'm gonna pull it up right here and show it to y'all. Like when people show, because I want you to see it while we are here. All right. So let me pull it up and show it to y'all. Okay. So yeah, I'm sharing. Okay. And I'm gonna show you the different level. Level 1. It tells you each level. All right. So here we go. The executive schedule, you see, these are the different levels. If you go through there, here are the level right here. All right. The secretary are on level 1. Deputy secretaries, level 2. Under secretary are mostly on level 3. And assistant secretary general are on what, level 3. Okay, and so forth. So go down and see. Here are the pay. This is a $6 trillion government we're talking about. Can you guys see this? All right. Can you all see this? Level 1, the secretary, these are commissions. These are huge agency. Liberian people are putting right here. Okay. Huge agency. And they must deliver or they will not be there. All right. These are people with thousands of people in different departments. And these are qualified people. It may be political position, but most of these people are already, if not already, millionaires, self people who come in and support it, came to make a difference. You see it right there? You see it? Yeah, me here. Yeah, right there. I'm putting it right there. So I put a link. Click on it, and then you will see what the responsibility. If you want to go into your Google and put in there, what is the secretary level 1? What is their job responsibility? You should be able to find it. I'm going to stop here, Liberian people. What is this? All right. So that's it right there, folks. I'm going to go to bed. It's almost 12 o'clock. I didn't know that. I didn't intend to stay long tonight. But you all know why. Folks, join me tomorrow right here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be hosting the former representative of District 105, Georgia, the Honorable Donna McLeod, tomorrow around that time. Talk. I'm going to bed. Your good night, folks. And if you are in the Georgia area, folks, or you know anybody in the Georgia area, join us in Norcross on Sunday for a get together for um a dinner and a conversation with the Democratic Party in Georgia. And we will be out there and go and donate to the Kamala and Watts campaign. All right. For me, Donald Trump is a molester. He's a criminal. I will usually vote for Republican, but he's not a Republican. Never has been a Republican, so I can vote for him. Okay. That's it. I'm calling it a day. Let's say good night to all of you. Thank you for being here. This has been another episode of Second Thought Africa. I'll be zero among you late. I just went through all of that and I sent you some stuff I'm about to post. So I didn't see all of y'all here though. I can see y'all on the phone, but I don't see y'all on this stuff right here. So for some reason I can see all of y'all on the phone. Okay, yeah, we'll play your I can see you. I see Titus Pokora, I see Mike, I see Paul, I see Nya. Oh, now you've been gone for Dr. Holly, Linda, Presenter. Linda, I'm inviting you to the Saturday gathering. So I will inbox you, Bernice. Oh, there are plenty of you on your. I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm gonna work on you, but you'll not go to bed. You'll join me tomorrow evening. Paul, Thursday evening. Let's get together and see what we're gonna say. Miata, Madia, Josephine, Lenara. Oh my God. Kay, uh, y'all got some name on the tea of Garfield. I see plenty of you over here. But let's do tomorrow evening, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. You know, I teach, so that's studying or chasing kids all day long. So let me say good night to you again. Let me end with this. I'm not sure who Pape Boaka and his people came to rescue. The salary structure that is in Liberia, the UP government is the one who started that salary structure. The funding for the international community, the 16 billion that were coming into the country, that were set to come to the country, they schedule where they can divide themselves among themselves. Fund were intended, okay, were intended to restructure and build a country. We make millionaires out of it. CDC came and say UP put it there. Now UP is telling you no. All of you young people who are lying on Facebook, UP was the one who started the salary. Okay. And let me give a common example. The people who came to change, they will make the change. I read my particular analysis of Deng Xiaoping today. Deng Xiaoping is a communist who took over from Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong wanted to eliminate all the intellectuals. He was using young people. The same way they're trying to do in Liberia. Okay. China went down. Although China came from a royal, okay, a monarch. After the Civil War, Mao took over. Mao failed and were pretending to the rest of the world while his people were dying each other. They finished all of the animal in the country. Deng came and he put in 4 structure that we're going to focus on: industries, agriculture, technology, and modern defense. And they make education competitive. No lazy person. The people that are coming to negotiate in your country, I'm talking about the people that are coming to work with the best brain that China has. China believes bigly in specialization. They do. They invest in education. They're very competitive. They're not playing. So while you're watching your children get hooked up on drugs, while you're watching, because you think they're not your children, while you're watching your little girls being molested, born by the dozen, by the time they're 16 and 18-year-old, while you're watching the young people perish in depression and drug addiction, and begging from inbox to inbox. The disgrace is on you. But let me say to you, and Mom said it today so well. We who understand business, yeah, let me knock my chest. I have an MBA, so I know. Multinational businesses don't come to your country because they like you or they come in, your girls are pretty or they feel sorry for you. They're coming for the bottom line. And before they come to your country, they'll already profile your country. The first profile before the economy is your political environment, because the political environment impact everything. They know your strength, they know your weaknesses, they know your desperation, they know your culture, high context, low context, high context, they know all of that. All right. Mind battery is going low. I'm not going down. I'm just, let me be wrong. I would really love to be wrong, because if I'm wrong, that means my people are not suffering. If I'm wrong, I will apologize to you. Please prove me wrong. Your good night. I posted our link. You'll go look at how much America government, the government, I'm talking about the whole American economy, has a 6 trillion budget. And your people who ain't doing nothing, they ain't adding to the budget, make $15,000 and $18,000 a month. Israel Arkansas were making almost $20,000 a month when he was with UP. And then to CDC, Angie, Wicks, the same. Plenty of them. You're gonna, you're here, are out. That was my night. I just wanted to let you know this is the way it is. Good night, folks. You have a good night and happy Labor Day. I hope you enjoy. I got me some steak. It's still sitting here, but I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.